Welcome back. I'm Deanna Albritton. In your Positively Richmond tonight, the next movie or Broadway play you go see may have been produced in part from a room right here in Richmond, all because a man decided the slow lane of retirement wasn't for him. I went inside his creative space as he helps bring more forgotten stories to life. Books are the first thing you see when you walk into BK Fulton's screening room, a creative space where the Virginia native has produced award-winning films.
His rhetoric is violent.
And Broadway shows, a space where he's written many of these books, and yet they were one of the last things he wanted to see as a child.
But by the time I got to college, I was not doing so well. I was basically failing out of engineering school at Virginia Tech.
Fulton went to the library there to plot his escape from college.
But I ended up in the E185 section. And in any Dewey Decimal System, that's the section on black people. And so the first book I picked up was a book about Lewis Howard Latimer. I was like, oh my God, a guy whose family's from Virginia helped to invent lights?
His light bulb moment.
My life just changed dramatically.
And after retiring at 49 years old as a president at Verizon, the bookworm turned author and global media mogul is now focused on telling lesser known or forgotten stories and making them more accessible.
I want kids at an early age to start seeing themselves.
Earlier than you did?
Earlier than I did. The science on this is that if you're a minority, you're more likely to see a cat, a dog, or a humanoid on the cover of a book than an image that looks like you. The problem with that is this: when children can identify with the image on the cover or inside a book, they are 3 to 10 times more likely to believe they can do what those characters do.
Fulton also keeps an eye on making a local impact.
One of the things that's probably the strongest evidence is when we get calls from schools to come in to bring the books and to read to the kids. Also, we get a number of calls from charitable organizations who want our cinematic eye for their commercials or to help them.
A partnership between nonprofit eyewear provider Connexus and Fulton, based on his children's book, Smart Guide Glasses, is just one example.
We've been blessed with so much, and to whom much is given, much is expected.
But getting to write music for shows and work with A-listers like Samuel L. Jackson and Uma Thurman in the upcoming Kill Room is a blessing to him too. And those projects help pay for the lesser-known names and untold stories Fulton is equally proud of.
It's important to see reflections of yourself in the stuff that you read, in the content on TV, in the content in movies.
One of those reflections he knows could lead to a light bulb moment for someone else.
I adore you, come with me, 'cause I believe that we can do anything.
And the video that you saw a little bit of there, that was a local college student that helped create the video that surround that music, that original music he wrote for an upcoming show that should hopefully be coming to a stage near us.
And it's those light bulb moments that each of us love to have in our lives. I'm glad that he had his when he did, but he says he wants others to have that moment earlier on.
Yes, yes, when they're maybe 8 or 9 years old. Right. He had his in college, but he said you can have yours when you're 50 or when you're 60. It's never too late, because he had, a second light bulb moment when he was in his early 50s in retirement that led to this now successful, Broadway film and book career that he's had now. And so you can find some of his books, in libraries for children and for adults. And you can see, obviously, some of those films in theaters and on Broadway.
Can't wait to read more about this at WRIC.com. Still ahead on 8 News.